All right, this is my daily update for my build and public log. It's March 12th, 2025. Decided to actually do my daily update outside. I'm usually inside. Uh, it's very cloudy. Yeah, behind me, that's not really my office, obviously. I wish so many people have actually thought that was real. Right now, it doesn't look real, but usually the way I sit, it looks pretty real. And people are fooled all the time that they think it's real. I get asked that question all the time. It's kind of why I keep it. It's kind of my thing now. Um, I'm kind of known for that background. So unfortunately, that's not the real background. I don't even know where that's at. It looks like Bali or Indonesia or something. Uh, it's calm before the storm, literally and figuratively. It's very cloudy. You can tell it's going to rain. It's supposed to rain all night, like a good deal tonight and the coming day or so. And I feel like now that's a good metaphor for where I'm at with my project, Agents Code, my AI agent API service. So it's been a really exhausting week. It's Wednesday and it feels like I've worked a full week. It feels like it's the end of the week. Oh my God. I wish it was Friday. In yesterday's video, I talked about how I was blocked. It's pretty stupid what I was blocked by. So really, I've been blocked the last several days because there was two different tools I was using that were the wrong tools. Number one, for my whole service that I'm self-hosting, I was using Nix packs. That ended up at the end not being the right tool for the right job. I needed to just make a Docker file from scratch and actually put all my dependencies in there. So that was the wrong tool. That was good at first, but as the project grew in scope, I started adding a bunch of dependencies and needing dependencies, and it got too heavy for Nix packs. It just couldn't. It just wasn't working for how I needed that setup. I needed like very fine grained setup. Uh, so I ripped that out, replaced it, and then I was again using the wrong tool. YouTube kept blocking my agent. And what I was trying to do was I'm trying to get the transcript of a video. And I was trying to use scraping tools. That's not the right tool for the job because it has to do the tool to get the transcripts, not just like a request, like, hey, here's the HTML. No. It needs to do way more. So it just was not the right tool. I was trying to use the proxy, like, hey, go through this proxy and it was just absolutely the wrong tool for the job. So in the end, I ended up using a proxy service, not a scraping tool, but the proxy. Because the tool I'm using doesn't just load it up in the browser. It does a lot of things behind the scenes, and it needs to make several requests. So I needed to just proxy and tunnel all that to a proxy. So anyways, I got it working as soon as I dropped in. I dropped in the proxy service and it worked locally and just fine. And I deployed it and I was like, okay, why the fuck isn't this working again? And then I realized the firewall was blocking it. I was like so scared. I was like, oh my God, why isn't this working? I spent so much time. But that was a quick fix and I figured that out pretty quickly. But I was like, oh my God, it's still not working. So anyways, I'm unblocked. Everything is working. Now, everything's updated on the server. So now I'm going to do one of my dicey real demos. Every time I do this, something always breaks and it's embarrassing. All right. Again, I'm working to make this fully automated. Something's already wrong. I need to fix that. You can see there's no preview, so something's still wrong. But so I'm running the GitHub action that I have set up to look at, okay, what videos are on my YouTube channel and what episode is not created on the site yet. So then it looks at that. It figures that out. Oh, we need this episode. We need an episode number, blah, blah, blah. And then it goes and oh shit. Oh, shit. So this is a cron job, and it already ran it. Yeah. This I see what happened. Um, okay, it ran it 5 hours ago, and I'm trying to run it again. And for some odd reason, in the code, it's like no, it's going, hey, this is already created. Like I'm bailing out. Interesting. So I need to fix that. What's up with the preview? Why isn't that fucking working? So okay, it ran. Yep. So the missing one is episode 70. It ran already before I did this manually, and there it is. Screw it. That's weird. So suddenly that preview appeared. Okay, let me just double check this. Cool. Cool. Actually, it's not supposed to say that part, but okay. So I'm going to merge this. So when this, so in my previous videos, I explained all this. So when this thing runs, it's going to create a PR. But like just for now, just temporarily until I make sure everything's shaken down and working, I have it make a PR, but I had to go prove it. So that code is not. It's optimistically expecting me to not have a duplicate PR. You see what I'm saying? Because it's supposed to just soon. I'm gonna just set it to as long as it builds and like I get the green check boxes. It's just gonna deploy it. So the code is like doesn't really expect there to be a pending one. It expects it just to work each time it runs, and it's supposed to roll the site updated. And so, anyways, yeah. No, I see what happened. So now if I go and run this, it should work for the next episode, and it should open the PR. So let's do another dicey demo. Oh, I had to move inside. Neighbors they appeared right next to me and were being loud. Okay, so I ran this. It worked. It took a little longer than I'd like. It took 43 seconds, and then it made this PR. Yeah, so there we go. That's almost the latest episode. So as soon as this builds, I'm going to hit the approve and yeah, I'm pressing merge. Okay, so I'm officially unblocked. Everything is working so far. I'm gonna just keep letting this run in the background, and it's going to uh, like open PRs, like I said, and I'll come in and approve it once or twice a day until I have my API service up and running on the server. Everything is working again. I can go fetch YouTube transcriptions. Everything is working again. So what's next? What's next is I'm gonna push hard the rest of the week and try to get all the little miscellaneous bits done and get the MVP launched. I'm gonna try to get it this weekend, but I have so much damn work, grueling work. I'm gonna try. I'll do my best. I don't know. That's all I can do is try my best. Next week I'm gonna probably need a couple days off for a downtime, hopefully, because I'm burning hard. Okay. All right. No questions or comments for today. All right. On to my random story for today. All right. I am trying to build a business. Okay. And, you know, it's not doing well at all. I'm struggling to get shit done fast, even with using AI tools to help me. I'm struggling to make any revenue and have users. But I do just want to say, I have had some success in the past. Um, I I had a business years ago. Oh my God, I don't know how many years ago now, like maybe 5 years or something like that. I had a business partner. who was family, which was a big mistake. Don't ever do that. So we grew a community from zero to like 50,000 people in North America. We had monthly revenue. We had some contractors. I put a lot of money into that. That was a real legit business. We had regular, uh, revenue. So I'm not a complete joker amateur who's never had any business or any revenue or anything. So I do just want to make that clear. I ran a few newsletters that didn't manage to really take off in the end. Uh, I ended up selling those recently. So I've sold some things I've built. I've had a real business with real revenue, real customers, a lot of big audience, a big community. So I just want to throw that out there. I'm sucking right now, and I'm trying not to suck. I think I'm really close to a breakthrough. But I just want to say that just so you know, like I'm not a complete loser guy that's never done anything. And but am I a super successful entrepreneur? No, I'm trying to do that. That's what I'm attempting to do here with all of this. So with that said, I was thinking about. I was like, what was the first thing I ever actually sold that I made? And I actually did make and sell something years ago, but it was so shit. Like I was thinking about it to myself, like, man, I'm really failing here. But I'm like, okay, you've had businesses before, you've sold a few side projects. Come on. So the first side project I ever sold was an online flashcard website service. So you have this really popular tool. Um, Inky, I think is how you pronounce it. I've always been a little confused how you pronounce it. Really, really great open source tool. It's great. So I was trying to learn Spanish, and I made all these like really high quality Spanish flashcards, and then I ended up making a few because my approach to trying to learn Spanish was I took what was it? I think it was like the 500 most used words in a language, and I broke that down into flashcards, like that had audio, pictures. It was really well done. I had someone help me translate and look it over, and I made like super super high quality flashcards because my thinking is just learn the 500 most used words, and you can go to that country, and you'll be like way ahead of 99% of the foreigners and tourists and even foreign people living there. Honestly, a lot of people, not 99% of those people, but you'll be way ahead, and people will be pretty impressed and a lot more friendly to you if you know all the little basic words. The top 500, you'll really, really, I do recommend that if you ever like intend to spend significant time in a country or hell, even visit, and you think it'd be fun. So I made a website that was like, learn these words, like, and I sold the flashcards. That was the business. It was so shit, but I was proud because I did a good job. I actually spent money. I ended up losing money because in the end I spent more making those flashcards than I sold it for. But I just lost focus and was really busy and traveling and stuff. So I ended up selling that. That was the first thing I ever sold. Like that was a side business. So unfortunately, the big business that did fail, that I had the revenue and the big audience and all the users, not users, customers. I didn't sell it. Unfortunately, it's very frustrating. That's a long story for another day. And I'm sure I'll tell that story, but not today. But yeah, anyways, I was just thinking like, I thought about it. I was like, what was the first thing I ever actually, was it the newsletter? And I realized no, the newsletters was not the first thing I ever sold. So, all right, that's all I got for today. I'm so happy to be unblocked, and I'm so happy I got so much done the last few days. So I'm almost there. It is the calm before the storm because when I release the AI agent API service, I feel like the storm is finally rolling into town.